Okay, with sieving, you might have a sample like this from the beach and you want to find out what the different grain sizes are, or you may want a particular fraction. You want to sieve it, and the sieves come in various sizes. So this one starts at 2 millimeters, then it's 1 millimeter, then 500 microns, 250 microns, 125 microns, and 63 microns. And then at the base you have a catch tray. You have a lid at the top, so this is a 2 millimeter sieve. So anything above this is going to be greater than the sand size. Sand is between 63 and 2 millimeters in diameter. So anything above this will be coarser than sand. Anything below the 63 micron sieve, which is this one, anything that falls through that will be finer than sand. So it will be the mud grade rocks. Obviously when you're sieving, you're going to put stuff in at the top and it's going to fall through. So you want to make sure that you've got the smallest size on the bottom. And then you go up in size order. You don't necessarily need to use all the sieves, it depends what size you're looking for. If you're only looking, say, between fine sand and mud, then you really only need the 63 micron, as long as everything else is already removed. So when you're sieving, depending on the size of the particles, you could be creating dust. If you've got very fine grain sediments, you need to use the dust extractor. We've got sand here, so we're not using it. But you should wear a face mask. You're going to be breathing in dust. So you want to get your samples. Put it onto the sieves. And if you put a known amount of sample onto there, so we haven't weighed this, but if you weighed the sample, you would have your starting volume, and then you could weigh each sieve's worth, and that would give you then the proportion of each grain size. I'm just going to show you the process, but if you wanted the proportions, you would need to weigh and do that. Put the lid on, and then holding the stack, you shake. There is a machine that will do this for you as well, but if there's lots of you wanting to do it once, this is just an easy way of doing it. Once you've been sieving, you will see that now in the top sieve we have all the shells and all the big pieces of stone and stuff. So this is anything above sand size is now in this sieve, and anything that's sand size or less have fallen through the rest of it. So if we wanted to weigh that fraction now, we would weigh that and work out what our proportion is. The next size stand, so this is the 1 millimeter sieve, is anything that's really of coarse sand. And again, you tip that out and weigh that. We're then getting finer down in size, so this is now 500 microns, so 0.5 millimeter in size, and again, I think that's still coarse sand. And so on as you go down through the sizes. So you'd weigh all these, and you can see we're getting progressively finer as we move down the sieves. And then there's nothing in this at the moment, but had we got any mud grain size grains, it would have fallen through the 63 micron sieve into here, and there's a small amount in there, actually a very tiny amount, and that's mud size grains. So this is no longer classed as sand because it's under 63 microns.